The last thing any father in this world wants to have is a clip of him he can't show to his kids while they are still young. And no, I'm not talking about some sussy tape that shouldn't have been filmed because it's an act of a sinner of some sort. We are here hitting on the paranormal side of things. Like, for example, in the next video, where we have a father and his son in a very wholesome moment. Though we don't really know why the father was filming in the first place. They were just enjoying some time together. The father was acting like a happy parent, and the kid was acting like an actual kid, instead of some freak who can't stop crying. But in the back, there was a whole different wholesome moment taking place. And by that, I mean there was one of the most terrifying encounters you could ever imagine to be caught on camera. In the reflection of the mirror, you can see what seems to be a movement. At first, you may not make much of it, but once you concentrate, you will start seeing it. A scary pale face begins to appear, and it wasn't like it was supposed to be there in the first place. No, it was an out-of-this-world kind of event, a scary one for that matter.
Es el lado de libertad minus. A ver.
Hay que sacar a
¿Un garzo? Mira, camarero. De lado. Ahí es el lado de saco. De lado. Es el lado de libertad minus. A ver.
Hay que sacar a
Ahí es el lado de saco. De lado. Es el lado de libertad minus.
If I were the father and I rewatched the video to see the camera capturing this demon-like figure, I would never play with my son again while recording. It seems like he attracted this manifestation. A French guy who starts his videos with a style. Let's first give him a name. I will call him Jimmy. Isn't he a nice little boy? So what is wrong with this Jimmy dude? And what's wrong with you? Jimmy lives in a haunted house. It's like I've heard this before. So, what's so scary? What's so scary, you said? Didn't you hear what I just said? I don't remember what I said. He lives in a haunted house, which means he deals with some jinn. And what do these jinn do to him? They scammed him. They are giving him headaches at night, as they always wake him up to the sounds of movements. When he goes to check what's wrong, he finds his TV on. What about his wife then? Yeah, what about her? She is nowhere to be seen. Then it must be the dog. The dog, watching TV on his own. How stupid you have to be. It's definitely a technical issue. I mean, it's 100% ghost related. These invisible forces must have played with the electricity of this device and caused a glitch. That's the TV. What other paranormal phenomena can you tell us about? Does chair sliding ever so slightly fall into the scary category? How about some orbs? I have an interesting one. Baby dolls working on their own. Not doing it for you. Then move on.
Nouvelle vidéo. On entend du bruit. Mon chien s'est énervé d'un coup. Devient catastrophique. Les esprits deviennent agressifs. Oui, j'arrive, ma fille. Et pire, c'est qu'il me porte la poisse. Là, il y a 2 jours, les gendarmes m'ont rentré dans la voiture. Elle était devant chez moi, mais la voiture est épave. Beaucoup de chance. Beaucoup de chance. Et l'excuse, c'est le keuf avait une poussière dans l'œil. Vous y croyez, vous? Ben, moi, malheureusement. Oh putain, c'est quoi ce bordel encore, putain. Ça fait que ça, c'est incroyable. On essaie de trouver des solutions, mais rien qui marche. Cherche, mon chien, cherche. Il y a quelque chose? Oh putain! Ça devient bizarre. What the... Oh putain, ça m'a piqué. Ah. Putain, c'est quoi ça? Mais c'est quoi ce délire? C'est quoi ce délire, putain de merde. Oh là là. Putain, c'est quoi ce délire. Putain de merde. Ça devient n'importe quoi ce baraque. Si vous avez des idées, des conseils. Ah, des idées, des conseils, je suis preneur. Honnêtement, ça. Oh putain, c'était quoi ça? Oh, oh sa mère. C'était quoi ça, putain? C'était quoi cette merde? Si. Ah, putain. Ah, si. Qu'est-ce qui t'arrive? Non. Non. Mais non. C'est quoi ce délire? Nouvelle vidéo. C'est... J'entends des bruits. Là, c'est des pleurs carrément. Donc ça devient un petit peu plus effrayant que d'habitude. D'habitude, c'est des bruits, des chaises. Mais là, c'est carrément des pleurs qu'on entend. C'est un peu plus effrayant. C'est toujours dans cette putain de pièce-là. Si tu es là, fais du bruit. Vous allez voir. Voilà. Putain, c'est quoi ça qui approche de moi, là? Toujours. Mais c'est... Putain. Vous êtes combien même dans cette pièce? Oula. Il y a quelqu'un? Faites du bruit. Faites du bruit si vous pouvez. Ok, bon d'accord, ça c'est du bruit, certes. Comment vous appelez-vous? Allez, dis votre nom. Allez, là, je vous écoute. Putain, c'est quoi ça? Mais putain, c'est quoi ça? Mais non. Mais arrête. Putain, t'es comment d'aller là? Putain, puis il y a un truc qui me suit, là, j'ai des frissons, j'arrive même pas à zoomer. Regardez, j'arrive même pas. C'est quoi ce délire, là? Lâche-moi, s'il te plaît, là. Putain, mais lâche-moi, s'il te plaît, c'est quoi ce délire? Allez, là. Putain. C'est trop chelou, là. Allez, lâche. Au nom du père. Eh ben voilà. Dès que je fais le signe de croix, bizarrement, ma caméra se remet bien. C'est incroyable, ça. Mais putain, c'est pas possible, ça. C'est quoi ce délire? Mais non. C'est quoi ce délire, quand même, là? C'est quoi ce délire? Mais c'est quoi ce délire, putain de merde? Oh là là, putain. Ça fait ça tout le temps, toute la nuit, à chaque fois. C'est insupportable, je vous jure que c'est insupportable. Allez là, tu vas me foutre la paix maintenant? On a envie de dormir, nous, maintenant. Donc là, c'est simple, tu nous fous la paix. Allez là. Oh, j'ai entendu du bruit craquer, c'est horrible. Putain, dès que... Oh là là, vous voyez toutes ces orbes de merde là qui passent autour de moi là, au fur et à mesure. Oh putain, c'est quoi? Il bouge carrément la table là maintenant, il est sérieux lui? Eh, calme-toi là, hein. Oh putain, mais calme-toi là, putain j'ai froid. Allez, c'est bon. Putain, c'est quoi ce délire? C'est quoi ce délire? C'est quoi ce délire? Je viens de l'éteindre cette putain de télé. Donc je suis pas fou, j'ai pas oublié ma télé tout à l'heure. Putain, mais c'est quoi ce délire? Nouvelle vidéo, enfin. Je vous avoue qu'avec les fêtes de Noël, le sapin il a fait que tomber, c'était catastrophique. Waouh, c'était quoi ça? Oh, frisson. On a fait aussi appel à un médium. Le médium, on devait poster la vidéo, puis au final, il a eu peur. Enfin, non, il a pris très cher, on va dire. D'après lui, ce serait 5-6 esprits qui sont vraiment très agressifs. Je sais pas pourquoi, il a pas réussi réellement à m'expliquer pourquoi. C'est compliqué, on va dire. J'essaierai vraiment d'insister pour voir s'il veut pas... C'est quoi encore ce bruit, putain? Ça y est, ça commence. Y a quelqu'un? Y a-t-il quelqu'un? Ok. Y a-t-il quelqu'un parmi nous? J'ai peur. Quelqu'un est-il parmi nous? Oui, non? Je vous écoute. Ok. Vous êtes pas content? Qu'est-ce qui vous arrive? Ok, d'accord. Non, mais c'est bon, ok. Je vais pas insister, hein, si vous voulez. Pas besoin d'insister. C'est horrible, quoi. C'est... Putain, c'est quoi ce délire? D'accord, et c'est parti pour le show, si tu veux. Ok, elle est où cette putain de télécommande? Je sais même pas où elle est cette... Putain...
D'accord.
Ok. Voilà, tous les soirs, c'est toujours comme ça, comme ça, comme ça. C'est insupportable. Mais putain, même se rallumer, mais c'est pas possible, putain de sa mère. Si vous avez de l'aide, moi je suis preneur, hein, j'en ai plein le cul. Ça fait un moment que j'ai pas fait de vidéo, mais là ça empire. De jour en jour. Des marques, des griffes. C'est insupportable. Putain. Ah, c'est toi qui me fais peur. Alors, il y a quelqu'un? Putain, c'est insupportable. Putain. Putain, c'est quoi cette merde encore? Non, mais c'est pas possible. Putain, c'est trop bizarre. Ça devient... Ah non. J'ai senti un frisson. Oh putain. Non, mais là, c'est pas possible. C'est quoi ce délire? C'est quoi ce délire? C'est quoi ce délire? What the f... Ok, c'est bon, vas-y, nique sa mère, toi tu t'éteins. Putain de sa mère, vas-y. Encore une fois, des trucs bizarres se passent. J'avais dit dernière vidéo, mais au final, je me rends compte que même sans faire des vidéos, les trucs se passent de plus en plus extrêmes. C'est bizarre, bizarre, bizarre. Ça devient de plus en plus bizarre. Et honnêtement, je tiens à remercier tous les messages très très positifs.
I'm willing to bet that some of those golden statues are behind the haunting going on in Jimmy's house. I'm telling you, never bring home random stuff you don't fully understand. A girl and her brother were baffled when they found multiple police cars pulling up over in their backyard. Diana Sudi and her brother didn't know what was happening as they hadn't done anything wrong, but the police were there for the trailer they had in the backyard, which belonged to their father, who had it rented out to some guy. So, I know what you have in mind, since when do trailers get rented out? And what's so illegal about renting out the trailer anyways? Well, there is nothing illegal about that, but the reason the police showed up is because the tenant hasn't shown up in a week, so there were concerns regarding his disappearance, and what they found is exactly what they feared. The man has already passed away and was found in there. Diana recorded the whole thing as she was surprised by the event. But what she didn't know is that she captured something far worse than she could have imagined, and the viewers had to point it out. A figure the size of a kid was standing right there with the police, who later vanished into thin air. It had no seemingly apparent features, but why was the apparition of a child ghost, not a manly-sized one? After the video, Diana and her father went to investigate the trailer, and before she could put a foot inside, a crow fell out of nowhere. He was out of life, and the way he fell seemed like it was a message. Inside the trailer itself, they found one thing that could be the indicator of why she captured that creepy apparition of a child shadow figure, a paper on the fridge with handprints that does appear to have been painted by a kid. The father answered when asked if the tenant had a child, and he said he did, but that was a while ago.
I'm
Right there. Wait, they're going up to Tom's place. So wait, you said the light wasn't off?
Yeah, exactly. And I knew that something was going on. That's a lot of cops.
Holy that. Oh my god, they're calling.
They're coming out.
Are they calling something in? They're going back over. What was Tom doing?
Is there like an app you can check or something to figure out?
Oh, Jesus. Abby's okay.
Probably know what the deal with the situation was here. Oh. You brought your phone.
Yeah.
I need a hand.
Okay.
Get ready. Could be a little smelly.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh my god. Jeez. Oh my god. What was that?
I don't know.
Whoa. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh. Jesus. Wait. Did this guy have a kid? What is this?
Yeah, this kid died too, like, I don't know, before, a long time ago.
Oh my god. Okay, so we just got here to the trailer. We're gonna go inside soon, but basically, my dad owns this trailer and he rented it out to a gentleman. And unfortunately, that guy died about a week ago. And it's been a week and we need to clean it out. So
This whole scene, in my opinion, was a terrifying tale. The fact that the man was found inside after 7 days of passing and the apparition of the shadow figure, then the crow. I would just sell that trailer on the first deal offered. If you think living in Dubai is a dream to have in life, then allow me to say that you're so wrong, my friend. That country isn't as healthy, nor is it as stable in the infrastructure as you may think. It's literally a bunch of advanced tall skyscrapers with the most advanced cars all around, built on a land that could be doomed to drown or collapse in a decade or two. But humans are not the only ones who desire living in such a place. Also, jinn and ghosts are in that conversation too. And if they can't find the right place to stay, your house might be next. That's where Zark comes in. He is not a ghost hunter by any means. He is a ghost-haunted man, and he has been so for quite some time. He even left his previous apartment to escape the darkness of the situation he was in, with all the paranormal activity around him. But little did he know then that it was attached to him already, and it followed him home, because home isn't a place, it's those people you love and trust the most. And these ghosts found that home in Zark himself. Lately, he decided to stop feeding the activity and interacting with it, as advised by many in the comments. But even that didn't exactly work out for him. His family left the house. I'm not so sure where they are staying at the moment, but Zark is all on his own right now when it comes to his house hauntings. So the next time you hear someone calling him in one of the videos, rest assured that he was completely alone at the moment. And yeah, the moment will be during the subsequent videos. As he mentioned, the activity usually begins at 1:30 a.m. and ends at 4 a.m. Perfect time shift for the freaks to creep people out. As he was trying to get some sleep, he woke up all of a sudden and found the closet doors open, while an orb came right at him. A clear voice said "Daddy." It was calling him, forcing the man to evade the apartment and stay in his car. The other day, he woke up to some bangs. It sounds like something was tapping on the doors heavily. He found the faucets on, and they even smashed the toilet seat right in front of him. But what was so bone-chilling is the fact that there was a gas leak due to the stove knobs being mysteriously switched on. These freaks are trying to take Zark out creatively.
The AC isn't working and it's very hot, especially the summer in Dubai. I'm unable to get some sleep, and on top of that, you can hear it. So for past few, I think, couple of months I haven't recorded, and because a lot of you had told me that probably I'm feeding it by recording it, so I stopped. But does it seems to you it's stopping? It's just, I haven't gone a long time outside. It tries a lot to pull me out, but I haven't been going out. I need to wake up in few hours again. Can you hear something? I don't know what's happening outside. The reason I actually woke up is because I'm getting a very bad smell. It's not like the one which makes you feel nausea, but it's not like rotten. It's something else. It's smelling over here a lot. It's too much suffocating. Jesus Christ. What are you trying to do? Jesus Christ. Get it out. No wonder my water bill is coming high. I'm not staying in this room. So while I'm sleeping here, it doesn't just directly shine on my eyes. Anyways, guys, so hopefully Jerry doesn't come tonight and I get some good sleep. I'm actually very tired at the moment. So, good night. Where's the cupboard open? The lights are off. You see, I normally keep that light on because that's how I get to know the haunting has begun or not. And that's why I've actually covered the lights so that it doesn't glare on my eyes while I'm sleeping. The cupboard is open right now. I'm alone in the room. It's at the door. Stop it! Stop it, please! yourself, Jerry. Go yourself. I'm not gonna stay here. You can see. Okay, so it is 3:13 in the morning, and I haven't gone back to the house. Literally no sleep today. I'm just waiting till 4 a.m. till the haunting finishes, and I'll go back home. The good thing is, thank God, at least it doesn't happen every night.
I never realized how clever ghosts could be. Like, who would have thought they'd cause a gas leak in the kitchen just to drive someone out? That's not a tactic I ever imagined they'd use. Things have definitely taken a dark turn for Zark at this point.
Daddy? Daddy? Daddy?
Two investigators are on a trip to explore this abandoned place, which seems to be a house, at least what was left of it. Each one of them is trying to prove a point to the other, that both of them are real men and have real genitalia. How awkward. What is so awkward about that? Your mindset. Sometimes you imagine awful scenarios. The main guy here, whose name is Faza, is trying to prove to Ibrahim that his videos are not staged and that all the paranormal activities he captures on camera are 100% organic. It feels as if I'm talking about some fruit juice brand. He is trying to prove that when he goes to investigate abandoned places, the scary phenomena he comes across happen naturally, without the intervention of a human in any way. Then what is Ibrahim trying to prove? That his friend is lying. No, actually, because Ibrahim is also a paranormal investigator, he wasn't trying to prove anything at first. But when he got there and the place got active, his dignity tingled him, and he went on trying to make a point. The point that there are jinn in the place, also known as ghosts, and they don't want the presence of these two around here. But what did they encounter that made Ibrahim get emotional? I didn't say he got emotional, I meant that he felt scared, so he wanted a reason to push his friend so they could leave. A broken chunk of the ceiling went on swinging, as it was just hanging in the air previously. The fan started rotating on its own, banging sounds in a dark, faint voice. When Ibrahim got enough, he said, "I will show you something." Fortunately, it didn't get adulty. He called out the jinn with some prayers, and they answered by creating an unsettling scene where a wooden stick flew in the air.
مع انه المفروض انه يكون هواء فايت عليها يا جماعه، كميه ضغط بطريقه مو عاديه للامانه.
اطلع يا زلمه شوف.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. متحمس كثير ابراهيم. طول بالك يا ابراهيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. حركت بيدي؟ شو مالك زلمه؟ فيه تليفون وكشاف بيدي.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فكرت فيها كهرباء.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لسه ما بلشنا المغامرة، هسه فتنا.
شوف
هاي وقفت. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ايوه انت مصدوم ها؟ فرشات جوا. شو مالك؟ فيش حركة ولا انت دعست عليه بالغلط؟
دائما دعست عليه.
دعست عليها بالغلط هي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله.
انا دعست عليه بالغلط.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بقول لك ما دعست عليه. حركة.
يكون محضر جن انت في هذا المكان.
ومعيش لا خواتم ولا عصايتم.
بعرف انه صعب.
بدي اثبت لك.
اثبت لي.
وان شاء الله اني اقدر اثبت لك وما يخيبني. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. انه من سليمان وانه بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ان لا تعلوا علي واتوني مسلمين طاعة لله ورسوله. فرج 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 فرج. هذا الرجل بحضر بيه والله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
طل
كيف طايرة زي هيك؟
طل.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله بسم الله.
بس سلامتك. قربش خليك ترد علي اذا لا تقرب. اذا لا تقرب. ما انا حضرت لك اياهم. بلشوا خبط. افتحوا.
انا اللي دعست على هسه. بس كيف هيك؟
انسحب. انا بقول لك انسحب. انا مرتك بقول لك انسحب يا زلمه. ايه. خلاص خليك هون يا زلمه.
I can't really blame him for wanting to storm out, especially with anger pumping through his veins. But seriously, how did he manage to get the jinn to respond so clearly with such intense activity? If it were just a bang or a flicker of light, fine, I'd buy it. But a whole stick floating from the ground? Come on, give me a break. When booking a room in a hotel, you would usually go for the most satisfying option. I mean, you can't always afford the best ones out there, but you have to make sure the place is clean and has good service. Obviously, you're not here looking for a hotel, but rather to hear the story of the next hotel. We have two young fellas who were so enthusiastic to explore the haunted tales of the Andrew Jackson Hotel. And you heard that right, Andrew Jackson, not Michael. Anyways, in New Orleans, Louisiana, Connor and Shay explore two of the city's most haunted hotels, starting with the Andrew Jackson Hotel. Because I don't know the name of the second one, this Andrew Hotel has some rich history that goes back all the way to 1794. The Andrew Jackson Hotel is infamous for paranormal activity. Guests have reported being pushed out of bed, hearing children laugh and run at night, and even seeing spirits like a boy named Armin, believed to have passed away in a fire in 1794 when the building was an orphanage. There's a story of a couple who stayed at the hotel and found a mysterious photo on their phone after their trip, taken from above while they slept, even though no one was in the room with them. Also, you might want to know more because I know you're such a nosy person, like why it was named after that Andrew guy, for example. Well, originally a school and orphanage, the place later became a courthouse where General Andrew Jackson was once imprisoned, who later became the 7th President of the United States. Now let's go back to the couple in the next video about their experience in the hotel. Before they entered, they gave us a bit of an introduction, and by mistake, they heard someone mentioning something about a pillow being ripped off of their head while sleeping in one of its rooms. But when our couple began the investigation, they heard sounds responding to some of their questions and some hissings. Also, these ghosts took advantage of the equipment they brought in a way to respond to questions they were asked, like flickering the flashlight on, and what seems to be a light manifestation at some point, where what looks like an orb floating around was caught.
We'll be doing that the second night and seeing which one is going to bring us more activity. So far, us just being up in our room, there's been about, what, like 4 or 5 ghost tours already coming through. So I'm gonna assume that this place has a lot of activity. When we walk in, we'll dive into some of the history that we've learned about this hotel. I told you. Poltergeist. You can't make this up. This is happening as I'm trying to introduce the video. She's saying how haunted it is.
What?
Did you see what she said?
We're gonna be sleeping
She said spirits rip pillows out from your head. Honestly, we haven't been in here really with the lights off.
With the lights off, it's so much more spooky.
Okay, so should we talk about some of the history now that we're in here?
Of course.
In the room? Okay, so should we talk about some of the history now that we're in here?
Of course.
Oh, like start like beef between the two spirits?
Let me win.
Are there spirits here with us? Watch out. That's a big step for Oh, it just said homicide. Casket.
Oh, wow. But the ghost tour was just out here, so like they're active.
No, we need to say that, make that known, yeah.
Yeah, there was just a ghost
The
tour.
ghost tour was just out here, and they probably got all the energy rolling for us. It just said L. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
I'm waiting for these women to go away. What is going on over here? Temperature and blaze back to back, and this place is known of burning down. That's why it's so haunted.
Yeah.
We just started the investigation, guys. We already have blaze. Also want everyone to know this can spit out like any word, and it's saying that in this location. That's why we look at this as paranormal or weird. It feels almost poetic that I'm back standing at this door. I had no idea it was here. I just got the chills. I'm trying to show the world that you guys are here and you exist. Let's make this more specific so you can show that better. Can you turn the bottom one off?
I just heard somebody. I just heard a man.
You heard a man?
Yeah.
Did you see how quick that just happened?
Yeah, no, I just heard a man. There was a man. Oh, I have chills right now. There was a man talking.
What do you sense in here? I have chills right now.
There is a heavy energy.
Spirits in here. I mean this in all respect, by the way. Please, like, we're not making a fool of you. I just want you to manifest as strong and quickly as you can so we can show the world that you're real. We mean you no harm, and I hope you will interact the same way. Is that yes or no? Can you guys say something through the Oculus, this box in my hand? Just manipulate the energy to the word you want to say. Ooh, that went off immediately when I said that. Can you please say something through here?
I don't think the spirit's associated with the boys that are here. Like, I think that...
Like, they're complete...
yeah, I think they're completely different.
Is that true? Can you turn the top flashlight on, too, for confirmation? Yeah, wait, it's on. I was looking at you.
Yeah, it's a different spirit. Oh, the door just slightly opened behind me.
Turn the bottom flashlight on if it's a bad energy, a bad spirit. Okay, well, do you want to come over here? Make it feel more comfortable? Cool.
If you don't want us in here any longer, turn off the bottom flashlight. And we'll leave.
That was immediate.
Okay.
Alright,
we'll leave.
Sit. This just went... It just did 3 words the second that happened. It didn't make a word the entire time. It said sit. It said like those.
He's standing. Please stay where you are.
Okay. Well.
So, I think my hotel's winning, so... Oh my god. I just heard that door open.
If there are any children here still, I'm putting down these balls. Look, they just light up. It's fun. And if you touch them, they're gonna light up. Alright? I'll put one even on the bed, too. I'll put one even on the bed, he said. Alright? I'll put one even on the bed. All you gotta do is tap them.
Did you say something? Could you please say it again? Did you say something? Did you say something?
Do you enjoy people doing investigations like this here, or does it bother you?
Ooh. Something say leave.
Huh?
Did something say leave?
You heard leave?
But I heard a man say leave.
I don't know. Is that the AC?
That is the AC. It's an old building.
No, I meant for the gust of cold air I have behind me right now.
That would possibly... I mean, that's where I was picking up on energy, so...
Alright, let's run back. Oh, is that a green?
Yep.
Green. Film. Ooh.
If you're the little boy, can you please grab that rod?
It is right now.
It's 2 of them.
I'm just trying to play with kids, and now it sounds like there's something...
Come play.
Oh, this is making me really feel uneasy, guys. Why is something...
This is so weird. This is me talking, by the way, but there's like multiple different energies I'm getting.
So far, just walking in here, hotel number 2, the Dauphine Hotel, we are liking a lot more. You can just tell. Like, look how bougie this looks.
I know, it looks so much nicer.
Crazy. And something really cool that we just found out as we were walking into our place. We're staying in 101. If you guys have ever seen BuzzFeed Unsolved, they came here and made an episode about 6-7 years ago, and they stayed in the same exact room. And in this room, they reported paranormal activity, particularly above where there was footsteps happening in the middle of the night. I believe he was one of the Confederate soldiers, which is known to haunt this hotel, and that is who they hear, like guests stomping around above their rooms is apparently these Confederate soldiers, which they would go and hang out at May Bailey's, which is right around the corner, as you guys saw. So all that energy is just circulating around, particularly this room. I'd love to keep this camera running with these for like an hour. That'd be nice. We might have to do that, guys, because they seem a little quiet right now. This is me. I'm putting it right up on the bed. We're gonna see if anything happens.
Even though this investigation was not so intense on the paranormal side, it was fun while also maintaining a creepy vibe. But going through an hour and 43 minutes, I was expecting more. Look, I always say to others, never order from that one restaurant whose name starts with the letter K and ends with the letter C, with the letter F in the middle, unless you have no other choice. But where is the scary part in all of that? What does that have to do with the next video, which is supposed to be talking about something terrifying? Well, here is the deal. Usually when you eat at that one restaurant, you end up having some stomach issue immediately afterward, to the extent that it frightens you just thinking of ordering from there again due to the experience you had to go through. That's the same feeling our guy would have had if he had made it out of the place alive. Wait, are you saying we are dealing with the missing case next? No, I was saying, let me get meal number 4. Yes, the next video is lost footage of a boy who worked hard to make his dreams come true. Are we joking again? This is a serious situation. I know, that's why I was 100% serious when I said that he made his dreams come true, because he found the key that will eventually give him access to turning on that elevator. What elevator? The one that takes you to heaven. This elevator in his school was out of order for some reason, and Mike couldn't resist trying to find out where it led. After accessing it, he immediately gets to the basement, and based on his tone, it seems like he never went there before. So, what happened to Mike in there? No one really knows. After that, he ventured into the place and made sure to explore every corner. He found himself in a room full of old stuff, from floppy disks to instruments. Once he pressed a key on that piano, a sound came out of nowhere. That was his sign to escape, but while doing so, he heard loud banging on the wall, and the doors were all closed. After finally opening one of these doors, he was unconscious.
Alright, so I've been walking by this old elevator for years. On my way to class, I don't know why the light's off right now, let me turn the light on. But yeah, right here, out of order, and it really is out of order. It doesn't work when you press anything on it, but I've been wondering what's been down there for years, where it leads. There's an entrance on every floor. This is the top floor. And the reason I'm showing this is because the first time ever I think I might have a way to turn it on. It's a long shot, but recently I found a key, a ring of keys that the maintenance dropped. I just pulled out one of the keys here. I've got this one in my hand now, and I think it might go to the elevator machine room. It opens a lot of doors. I think it might actually be a master key, but I'm going to try to open the elevator machine room with it, and God forbid if that actually turns on this elevator, go see what's down there. Bro. Bro. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god, wow, that worked. Alright. This is the elevator machine room. It sounds like only one way to be sure. Get the f out of here. It's on. Second floor, our main lobby. Basement? When do we have a basement? What's this? This is insane. It's tape there. Tape on the caution tape is like covered in dust on the other end. It's not even sticky anymore. Was this sort of like taped off at one point? Hold on. Does this go across? It goes right across. It's 6:50. We gotta like 6:50 something. We gotta go back at 7:30. I came all this way. I did all this, and it's not like there's probably nothing. It's probably like construction. Unlocked and wow. Okay. Bro. It's a shoe. It's like an old shoe on the ground. Who loses a shoe? I had no clue this is here. This is like right under the auditorium or something. Mechanical room. And it's also locked. What the? Hold on. All right. That's a little weird. Got a classroom. Oh my god. Floppy disks. It's been like 15 years since anyone's been down here. We have a music department, but it's like upstairs on the top floor now. Piano. Okay, yeah, I'm leaving. I don't like that one bit. Between the house centipedes and the freaky noises. Yeah, this place. It's cool, I figured out what's down here. I'm going back. Alright, serious? The door locked. The door fucking locked. Okay. Yep. Great. Stay calm. I have still the key. Hold on. It's right here. Hold on. Mechanical room. Oh, hold on. Just a chance. Me. You know what? I know. I'd rather get in trouble than do your. What the? It's stuck down. It's like locked down now. Oh shit. Okay. Alright, it's fine. I'm just under the auditorium. It's not like I'm a million miles away. I don't know why I don't like it in here. I just... Okay. What am I supposed to do? Wait, what the hell was that? Okay, use my key to get out of here. The door doesn't have a keyhole on this. Great. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Jesus Christ. What the? What the fuck? The
If it wasn't for that final shot of him lying dramatically on the floor, I might have actually believed the whole thing. But honestly, that ending totally broke the illusion. We've seen so many of these scenes by now that it's hard to take them seriously anymore. I love videos like the one we have next. It's one of those that I always prefer to watch over anything in the paranormal genre because it's the purest type of paranormal related content. And the problem is whenever you find one of these, you can't find a continuation to it, like as if the guy recording the event hasn't seen the daylight after the creepy incident. So, what do we have here that I'm so in love with? A guy was alone in his house when he began experiencing the paranormal all by himself. He started hearing sounds from the other room. It was like something banging on the table nonstop. He began the recording and decided to man up and stand for himself. What he didn't realize in that moment is things were just about to escalate faster and faster. When he stood up to check on that room where the sounds were coming from, the lights began flickering in the corridor, but he proceeded, and the source of the sounds was a helicopter-like toy functioning on its own. And it didn't take long before the ghosts messed things up behind him, where they threw all his stuff on the floor. So obviously, the right action to take for him was to hurry up and approach that exit and leave the house in peace, and that's exactly what he did. It really broke my heart seeing him leave the place. It's not like I wanted him to stay forever in there, but I wanted to see more from him, and the fact that he never uploaded a follow-up just doesn't add up to my satisfaction. The house in the next video is very similar to one we have seen on this channel before, but I'm pretty sure it was from a different group of investigators. Same house or not, bring it on. We are so hyped and ready for this masterpiece of scary evidence of the existence of ghosts. How exciting. I have never seen a viewer this hyped, which is why I wrote him saying this just to fulfill my dreams. The next video, which has a slow pace and a quiet tone, is about two investigators, a sad con and the other guy. The first dude sounds like he has something up his sleeve. He sounds like a serious deal, but he is actually not. He is the dude to get hurt from the first jump scare. These two just couldn't give me satisfaction. This introduction sounds like it's heading down some weird path, but don't worry my child, we are trying to stay on the safe side, as they are always trying to push forward to get inside the room. What room? The one where it all started. You mean the room where I was a molecule inside a belly? Not that room, the one where the ghost is lurking. The room whose door keeps being pushed by an invisible force. This room seems like a dark hole is described. Not only that, but every time they try to get inside it or even get close to it, paranormal activity takes place. Like the door on the floor, it seems as if someone just shook it off camera. You mean like a ghost? I meant like an actual human assistant to them, but let's call it a ghost. Some rocks were thrown at them, and at some point, a sad con got hurt. How weak. But when we finally got a look at what was inside, it was a cheap ghost footage. I mean a scary ghost lurking in the darkness.
दरवाजा बंद हो गया, ऐसे लग रहा है जैसे अंदर से किसी ने लॉक कर दिया हो। शुक्र है बच गए हैं, नहीं तो अल्लाह अकबर। ये बहुत ही मुझे ना गुस्से में लग रही है ये चीज़। आवाज़ें जैसे अपनी
बहुत ही ज़्यादा एक्टिविटी बढ़ गई है।
आवाज़ें भी सुनाई दे रही होगी कि जैसे अंदर से कोई अल्लाह अकबर चीखने की आवाज़ें आ रही हैं। तो भी ऐसे ही हो रहा था मेरे साथ, मेरा बाकायदा बाजू खींचा गया है।
तो वैसे भाई इसको ओपन करने की कोशिश कर।
पीछे 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 लाइट लाइट अल्लाह अकबर अस्तगफिरुल्लाह। अल्लाह अकबर। अस्तगफिरुल्लाह
अस्तगफिरुल्लाह। मेन डोर जो खुला है
हो गया या जो भी ऐसा कुछ हो गया। अस्तगफिरुल्लाह
अस्तगफिरुल्लाह। जैसे ही असद भाई इस कमरे के पास आते हैं ना,
बिल्कुल जैसे वो चीज़ तो वो भी हो रही है। ये देखिए ये भी मूवमेंट हो रही है।
ये सेम टाइम पे मतलब
अस्तगफिरुल्लाह अस्तगफिरुल्लाह। ध्यान से यार।
अस्तगफिरुल्लाह। सभी ध्यान से।
अस्तगफिरुल्लाह। ऐसे लग रहा है जैसे इस रूम के अंदर ना अस्तगफिरुल्लाह
अल्लाहु अकबर। असद भाई दरवाज़ा बंद हो गया। ये फिर से मूव होना शुरू हो गया।
अल्लाहु अकबर अस्तगफिरुल्लाह।
ध्यान से असद भाई थोड़ा।
अल्लाहु अकबर अस्तगफिरुल्लाह।
अस्तगफिरुल्लाह। असद भाई क्या
कुछ चीज़ खड़ी है सामने, रिकॉर्ड हो रही है, एकदम से ही मेरी तरफ आई है, बिल्कुल वाज़ेह। वो चीज़ मैंने अपनी आंखों से देख ली है, बिल्कुल आगे खड़ी है। मैं आप दोस्तों को वाज़ेह मेरे बिल्कुल इतना फ़र्क था कि
अल्लाहु अकबर असद भाई।
किस किस्म की आवाज़, और ऊपर से अल्लाहु
अकबर, ये कैसी आवाज़ आ रही है असद भाई?
आगे लाइट होता है।
अल्लाहु अकबर असद भाई, क्या हुआ?
फिर वही मेरा बाजू फिर खींचा गया। अल्लाहु अकबर, उधर करना, उधर करना। अल्लाहु अकबर, अस्तगफिरुल्लाह। ये लगी गया फिर मेरा, फिर बाजू वैसे ही खींचा गया। ओ अल्लाह अस्तगफिरुल्लाह, जैसे पहले मेरा बाजू खींचा गया एक दफ़ा, यार पीछे भी लग गई है बिल्कुल वैसे।
ज़्यादा तो नहीं चोट आई है सब भाई?
यही बच गया हूँ मैं, लगी है। अल्लाहु अकबर, इधर लाइट करें, इधर लाइट करें यार, बस छोड़ दें दोबारा फिर।
अस्तगफिरुल्लाह अस्तगफिरुल्लाह।
सर मैंने
I always find myself wondering, why is it that in nearly every video with these Indian folks, someone ends up injured? Take this a sad guy, for example, his hands hurting, his back's hurting. Like, what did the ghost even do to him? Bite him or something? There are always stupid games out there that you might play, and they turn your life into a living nightmare. Take, for example, gambling. I mean, when was the last time you saw someone living a happy life as a gambler unless he is already rich and does it for fun? I'm referring to it like a career to build wealth off. But that takes me to our next guest, whose name is Vicky. She is a young lady who decided to play a game called The Sky is Blue. Though it might be obvious that this is the color of the sky, the game uses that phrase as a way of communicating with spirits, hoping to get some manifestation and the face of a ghost in specific. She mentioned that her younger sister was playing that game the other night when she felt some intense fear, as she claimed that she saw an apparition of a ghostly face in the bedroom. She was so scared in the moment that her parents took action against that game and decided to refrain her from playing it ever again. So, the older sister, Vicky, took notes on that, and she decided, as the older sister, to take it on her shoulders and try to play the game herself. And to avoid any arguments with her parents after that last time, she did play it when she was alone in the house, and it was nighttime. So possibly, if what the young sister claims is true, nighttime is the best time to put this game to the test. She began while recording the whole thing until the very end. I thought she might not end up with anything, or she might have missed it. But nope, after her last attempt, and right in the bedroom, the chandelier that was mounted on the ceiling somehow fell off, spooking the girl out. We also have a recording from the younger sister claiming to have caught the creepy apparition.
The sky is blue, and I see you. 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 The sky is blue, and I see you.
So for those of you asking, this is what fell, scared the absolute out of me, and I think I need a priest or to sage my house at the least, but that game, absolutely not.
The sky is blue, and I see you.
I honestly don't really see what the younger sister has caught. I mean, there are no visible manifestations, unless that thing on top of the closet is what I think it is. And you might ask me here, what do I think it was? It's one of two things. Either it was actually the creepy apparition she mentioned before, or it was one of those who didn't subscribe or watch the next video on screen.